Hello everyone and welcome back. Gordon is back and I have one of the brains behind this shit, Nils, with me. Hello Nils, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you. And yourself?
Absolutely, it was great with a break after this stressful day and the first match where I was like So now I'm really stoked. Also down the 75 bottle of beer, 10% beer, so that's a winer. Yep. So yeah, now I'm stoked. Opened.
Wednesdays are being stressful for you, but it's also great fun for us both watching and playing.
Yeah, and yeah, this is great. The initiative you and Jens did with the Epic, the work Anton has done, like this is so amazing. I'm so happy to do this.
And we are so happy to have you a part of this.
There's one big problem before we're gonna look at what's coming next here, and that is, Nils, you have your camera set on 60 Hertz. So what? It flickers all the time. I thought
Sorry.
I taught you how to do this.
Yeah, I thought you did. And I thought I actually has fixed it. But let's see if I can fix it right now while we're waiting for the players.
That seems good. I'm gonna fix it. And thanks Singplot. Tier 1 subscription for 10 months. I thought Singplot was going to be my first Tier 3 subscription, but yeah, no, he's a sheep ass. No, no, maybe not. Maybe not say bad stuff about the ones subscribing. They are making me soon be able to actually buy a good camera. Oh, you became black and white and more. What is happening?
Sorry, I will just create a new filter. And
oh yeah, that's the stupid thing.
Switch
there.
it to 50.
Oh, it is 50.
Better?
Oh, okay. So you have it correctly. Yep. It's just that you have some lights that are very, very bad. Hey, shit happens. Okay. You still look good. You look like a beautiful Norwegian.
Thank you. Yeah, I just dimmed the light. That might be the case. If I had more
that we
light
can actually...
behind me.
Okay, geek stuff. Just because I am a geek. Dimming the lights. If you have dimmable lights, usually do that actually, because they blink slower, so it's a higher chance or risk of it becoming bad. Without going too technical, I can tell that's how it is. So if you are streaming, doing webcam stuff and so on, if you dim the lights, you know you're going to get screwed, because now it's amazing instead.
Thanks.
But here we have today's schedule. We are down to the last game there, Alberto versus Iñaki, and they have banned Sly and Sly.
Yeah,
I love it.
Nobody likes Sly.
Do you like Sly?
No, it's actually my worst deck performance-wise ever. I played in Premodern, yeah, it's not my kind of style of deck.
No, I mean, like it's not that it's bad or that maybe I'm bad playing it or something like that. It's not. It has nothing to do with result. That is not what I want to do when I spend time playing Magic.
Yeah,
I want to do
what
form
I find
of
interesting. What I find interesting about these bannings is that both players, I believe, have their favorite decks available, because I believe Alberto's favorite deck is the Rock, and Iñaki's favorite deck is Growatog. So that's interesting. Like, but when I just look at the decks available for each player, I will just start like, what is his favorite deck, and just that would just be my first idea to what to ban. But they decided to ban something else, so that's interesting, I think.
Yeah, because the match we are going to see is pretty fun. That we saw Alberto first match playing Landstill. We are now going to see him playing The Rock. We saw Iñaki played Growatog last match, and now he's going to play Pitch Black.
Yeah, so we're seeing each deck.
Yeah,
or at least two different decks from each player.
Yeah, and Jan has played Also, different decks. It's the same as last weekend. Like each player has played different deck each match. That's kind of cool. We're actually seeing 6 different decks.
Yeah.
Tier 3 for 6 months in advancing plot. Okay, you're the bowler here. Sorry that I pushed you for that. Sorry, so much sorry or so much thanks. Sorry, and big thanks. So, let's look at the decks that we are going to see. If I have set everything correctly, I think we're gonna look at the rock. And here's the rock. And those birds of paradise. 3 of them are the most beautiful ones I've seen. Not shaming anyone here. What's your take, Nils?
On the birds, I do like the 7th edition one with the old frame and the different art. Yeah, and I would prefer the other 3 to be the same. So there's this endless debate, birds versus walls in the rock. I'm no the rock expert, but at least the birds seems a bit better in a faster meta game, I believe, and it's better also for color fixing. So it seems like that is the preferred version.
Also, a recent ban Sly, because Sly can bolt the bird, and also the walls are good against Sly. The bird version is worse, so to speak. So
yeah,
good reason for the ban there. Even though Sly with 4 main deck beasts are, that's really good. And let's have a look at the next deck. The Rock is playing against, as we said, Pitch Black, something I've never heard of, but I'm guessing it's mono black. Yeah, it's a pretty... What?
Yeah, it's a nice deck. Interesting to see main deck Phyrexian Negators.
Yeah.
So that's really like you're happy to play against Sorcerer Closure with this, but not red based deck. So that's maybe a reason to ban Sly as well. Like you definitely don't want to play this against Sly.
Yeah, exactly. And this is actually kind of good against the Rock because he doesn't have anything to like really punish the main deck negators.
No, he doesn't.
Nice. And
at least from Alberto's perspective, he's playing Smother instead of Vendetta, so at least he has some removal for this thing. It will be even worse if he was playing Vendetta because they cannot destroy black creatures.
Oh, Smother can take black creatures?
Yeah, but
convert
the more common one is playing Vendetta or a mixture of those. So at least Alberto's a bit more better prepared for black than I would say the average rock list, which will play some Vendettas in place of the Smothers.
But here we have something I haven't seen, but I haven't seen mono black this like with 4 unmask and so on. This is quite new for me, but also 4 edicts, which can be very bad against some decks, like maybe actually the Rock with so many mana creatures to sack.
Yep.
But yeah, Contagion. This deck is beautiful, by the way. I like it.
It's
so
very pleasing aesthetically. It's very nice cards, and also a really cool altered set of Phyrexian Arena in the middle there.
Yeah, with by the way, should we, as we are behind schedule, let's get the players playing. What do you think about that?
Yeah, if they're ready, let's go.
They are, and we are going down to the game. Hoping that... I get a bit afraid when I see the phone there. Hoping they use the life counter.
But they have done it, have played one match now, so hopefully they are...
They should.
Unmask turn 1 from Iñaki. Showing Blastoderm and two 4 lands and a wall of fruits, and yeah. So I think it's a land waste on the bottom there under the wall of fruits, and then yeah, so he's taking the wall of fruits, the value card, and then I guess he has some answer for the Blastoderm. Yeah. Turn 1 Spectre is really good here. That will do some serious damage.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see with that hand.
Yeah. Therapy from Alberto. What are you naming here? It's...
I don't know.
only lands, so it didn't really matter. But the Wasteland is also really good because that will delay the Blastoderm for 1 more turn, so the Spectre will deal even more damage before Alberto can commit anything to the board. So this
he named
really
Nantuko
good for
Shade, by the way.
Yeah.
And
okay. Yeah, he was so fast of... No, the Nantuko Shade was removed for the Unmask, right?
It was, but he named it with the therapy as well. Because as you remove it for the unmask, like you probably have 1 more to have a second turn play. I think that's the Alberto take there. And he can't raise that because that's also like discard a card and 6 damage each turn, or even more.
Yeah.
Like, the hit there is just so brutal! Is this when I do the same as I did game 1? Like, this is over? And then I got completely screwed by goblins taking it down?
Well, just 1 top deck smother from Alberto, then we are kind of back again, because also Inaki has invested a few cards here, both in the Unmask and the Dark Ritual. So
that
it's
is
still
true.
Possible to come back.
That is true. He has done 2 2-for-1s in that case, and he has pulled a couple of cards, so they are
so
actually
just top deck
similar.
a smother here and play, I think it's a land remaining, or maybe it's an unknown, I don't recall.
Unknown. So both have 1 unknown in hand. And the rest taking an edict.
Well, no, the Spectre is just a 2/2 flyer, so...
Yeah, and Alberto has a 3/3 to attack with.
Yeah.
If he doesn't draw anything.
Yeah.
He drew a 4-drop, probably, and attacks.
He takes 1 damage to attack here. Oh, and he has another 3-drop, that's good for him. Yeah, it's still... I can still see this go both ways. But currently, I'm thinking Yaki is winning the race. He's
11-17.
so far ahead.
But yeah, he has 4 mana. Alberto has 4 mana, so he can play anything he draws, like a Baloth or... oh, I forgot the name. The 5/5.
But Alberto drawing lands here is actually pretty good. Because then he will be able to activate both both 3-tops.
Yeah.
But do you attack into that one? Well, maybe you do. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think you do.
Oh, we have Sloan Fawn here in chat. I need to say life counter, like. Yeah, it's so amazing. So for anyone here, Tolaria.app, the place to play old school and Premodern online. The creator of that, Slanfon, in chat, has created a life counter that automatically updates stream. So the life counters you see there are what the players say they are on, even if we wouldn't see that app that someone else is using, Alberto, that is. And it's like, this is the best thing that has happened to stream since I started the stream, to not being like having dice or talking to the players about life totals. Like
Wasteland here is super relevant, by the way.
Oh yeah. So
Alberto decided not to attack last turn into the thing, but he decides to keep it as a blocker, so yeah. And then he will lose the card in his hand as well to the Spectre. Yeah, this has turned into Inyaki's favor now.
yeah, they do have their life totals a bit strange, because we have 5 on Alberto, why he updates in his Strange app for 6.
Yeah, I notice. There was a Living Wish there, discarded to the Spectre. Birds of Paradise, well, doesn't do much really. Can block Hypnotic Spectre for a turn.
I don't think 4 or 5 makes
another
difference here.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Yeah. Now it's over, I think. Iñaki can afford to sacrifice 3 permanents.
Without a doubt. No, Blazer, no, this is not a sync failure. Alberto isn't using the app that Slanfon so programmed for this. Alberto is using something else. That's why. It's unsynced.
I don't think there's any possible draws here.
Yeah, no. So that is Pitch Black taking it down, and we are going to see the decks.
Yeah.
Users are the doom of existence, Richard and Pizza. I can't agree more. Oh my god, how much like this I've done to users today and players. God damn those guys who came up with Epic. I don't know who they were, but man, damn them all to hell. But
are you cursing us for choosing the incorrect players? You want us to choose someone that is more experienced with your tech, right?
Yes, please do.
That will also exclude the organizers themselves, by the way, or at least me.
Yeah, Slay J has been on stream all the time. It's just you. I can live with that. No. Okay, so how will he sideboard? Nils, you're the expert.
Iñaki has a lot of relevant stuff here. Both the Perish and the Dystopia seems great. I can also see the zombie Withered Wretch coming in to stop some recurring nightmare shenanigans. But let's see what he will possibly take out. I'm not sure if he actually has so much stuff that he really wants to go. I think, at least from my experience playing midrange, I tend to cut some discard and playing the midrange mirror. But Iñaki is very aggressive with this list, so I'm not really sure. But as I'm more of a control player, I think I would cut some discard to bring in those value mass removal cards, Perish and Dystopia.
Perish, Dystopia.
You can keep it around for some time, just kill some walls and birds, and just, you're fine taking up a few points of damage to do that, I think.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Because Contagion, I would absolutely take out. Like, I don't... Sure, birds, but, like, that's kind of it. It's not there for this matchup. And as you said, some Duresses, because those are also kind of so-so. Because it's a lot of creatures. So, yeah. Let's have a look at the Rock, then. What's your take here?
So, let's see.
Like, if we begin from the bottom, there isn't actually much at all. To take in. Not maybe because of removal and discard, like a Genesis can actually be something.
I think so. I wanted to have more removal from Alberto, but I'm not
Yeah.
seeing anything in the sideboard.
He can't
Like-
even bring in removal. Because there's
Yeah,
there's removal, like
that's the
Engineered
problem.
Plague and so on, but like not any spot removals or... Yeah.
Massacre maybe, just because it will take down the Spectre, and it's also good to ping the negators. I think that will come in. Or at least I can see reasons for doing so.
Like, I would bring in Mastercore. Like, I would bring out the Living Wishes, because I don't think...
Yeah,
There's nothing, like, special to take. It's better to just have the Mastercore in the deck instead of a Living Wish.
yeah, I agree, and they're also very slow. And
Yeah.
Iñaki played a very fast-paced game in the first one, so I don't see him having the time to afford playing that slow game.
Like, I would start taking out the 2 wishes for Mastercore and Genesis and just have them in the deck. That's better than having 2 tutors for them, and Dust Bowl is, yeah.
Yeah.
Then I don't know.
Plague Spitter, maybe.
Kills your bops and elders
Yeah.
and nothing. Yeah, okay.
But it's not very cool to put a negator into play with a Plague Spitter in play.
That is very
And
true.
It also forces your opponent to always have mana open for the Nantuko Shade in response to the Plague Spitter damage on your turn. So they cannot use the Nantuko Shade that efficiently.
Oh my
Actually,
god.
maybe actually you should bring in the Engineered Plague just to name Shade here, just to take care of the Nantuko Shade. I don't know, but
Nah.
it's
That's not
there's-
better than the other things he has.
yeah, but I don't know.
But I want to say one
I-
last thing before we go to the game, because they are shuffling up, and we have
Yeah.
a mulligan as well. That is the basics, both mana symbol and text basics. Choose one, Alberto. Choose one. Either big symbol or text. With that, we go down to the game. And it looked like a mulligan. I looked here from Inaki, but I'm not sure.
He has a die on 6 there, so that maybe
Yeah.
indicates he has moved down to 6. So turn 1 discard here.
Keeping those things. Yeah, there's... Whoa! Whoa!
He doesn't have anything to ritual into here, so maybe just take the Perish? Or the rest to protect your hand, depending on what you have.
Yeah, otherwise, depending on curve also, like Perish is... It's Perish or Edict, depending on if you ramp something you don't have ramp, and you ramp a creature. Perish, without a doubt. Yeah. But apparently Alberto is thinking, so...
He might have a Cabal Therapy, right? So, or other kind of things that's like, or if he has other discard, he can slow roll taking the Perish because he can take it later.
Yeah. Okay.
Respecting a top deck Hypnotic Spectre, maybe?
Yeah, that's my guess. And by the way, we can see now with how it's played that it was an mulligan. And we see the rest being played into a lot of this card.
Yeah, so I guess that was the reason for taking Dark Ritual there. Just because he can take the older stuff.
Blazer in chat. We got The Rock and Pitch Black. Where's Vin Diesel? By the way, for those who haven't seen, Pitch Black is a classic movie 25 years ago. That's
Yeah.
top
You
one.
should have him commentating instead of me.
Vin Diesel
That would be
or Blazer.
Yeah, that. No, I was referring to Vin Diesel in this case. That would.
They're kind of
be
the
cool.
same. Blazer is almost. But yeah, Vin
Have you
Diesel-
actually seen Blazer and seen Vin Diesel? They are quite the opposite in terms of hairiness.
I've never seen both in the same room.
No,
Okay, that was
me
not what you...
neither. But Blazer is a very hairy dude, and Vin Diesel is a very bold dude.
That is true. That is true.
Couple therapy.
Okay.
So maybe this one is naming Parrish.
I like Inagi here updating the die, how many cards he has for us on stream as well. No, that's the edict as well.
Oh,
He's
there
just
was this
not...
top deck Spectre, so taking the Dark Ritual might have paid off here.
Yeah. Maybe he's just a S-tier player. And we're sitting here and like, yeah, that's the most powerful card.
Yeah, but Alberto is a very experienced rock player, so...
I am not having a stout. I have a classic Belgian beer, Delirium Nocturnum, which is a dark... it's not a double, but like it's a darker double, I would say. Very good one.
And
Sweet, nice, and roasty.
Phyrexian Arena in Yaki's hand, so he really wants to draw a land here to land it.
Yeah, and Arena will
Would be
run
good.
away with the game, I believe.
Yeah. Unless we see some Naturalize or something. Might have taken in Naturalize just to respect for the Arena and also the Masticore, I believe, from Iñaki. But
oh yeah, Kevin Costarino. That's probably my favorite beer style overall in the world. Of course, there are like summer days where you don't want it, but overall, cycling. So, which order is it?
well, he don't want to draw more lands, so he's searching for lands first and then drawing a card, having slightly less chance of drawing a land.
And that is not a choice. That is how it works, because the finding land is a triggered ability that triggers on cycling, so it goes above on stack. For those geeks out there that want to know, because that's actually kind of a like classic mistake. You cycle, draw a card, and or whatnot, but like you need to find the land first. Ooh.
Oh, he needs to flashback the Cabo Therapy now for Parrish. And he does. And Masticore in hand, okay.
Not great.
Yeah. He needs some more cards in hand to deploy that. But he has the Arena, so it might get into play.
That is true.
Sooner. So he's able to keep it around.
But it doesn't do much except keep it on block or try to race.
It basically
And
nullifies the Arena.
Yeah.
Well, you're getting some kind of looter effect, I guess, by it. Oh
wait.
He's flashbacking another Cabo Therapy for the Masticore.
Okay, he wants to trade, so he trades even before he costs it. Oh, that was not okay, that play I don't understand. Nils, you're more of an expert in the format than me.
Yeah, I don't know either. But we don't know Alberto's hand, so there might be some reason for it.
Okay, that's another one, but yeah, sure.
So what is...
Herglans he took it in chat, like another beast. Yeah, the black deck seems good, and I've never seen a black deck played like this, or like built like this. Maybe it's because I don't know the format enough, but like, yeah.
There has been a few mono black decks around, but the most popular version in the current meta are more pit rack versions that are very good against elves, and not this hyper aggressive black deck we are seeing here from Iñaki.
Yeah, because Suicide Black that's like where it started, and they've been around a couple of years, more weenie style. But this like full discard removal and heavy hitters and arena, I like it. I like it a
Yeah.
lot.
And in this format, where it's you can ban a deck, having like specialized deck seems pretty good. Like this deck, for instance, seems like Inyaki's way of answering combo decks. I believe like you don't want to face combo decks with a 8 discard super aggressive negator specter list, dark ritual. That's I think that's part of the reason as well to play this style of deck.
Yeah, but he is on 2 now. I don't think he can raise his own arena. Yeah, no. Alberto takes down game number 2. Going back to sideboarding, but we'll actually, let's see. We've talked about sideboarding already, so I'm going to see if we can not look at that picture, but if... Yep, this one, because we didn't really have time to talk about it last game. This is the schedule for the upcoming weeks. It just says week, but after there you also have the dates. So Epic will be what we're doing here on the Wak-Wak channel until March 5th, where we will have the semifinals and the finals. So here you can see your favorite players, who will play what and so on the upcoming weeks. And then someone will take it all down. We talked about it last week. We had a vote who people thought would win it all. It was a very strange vote because some people got very many votes and I can't really see why. And that was Jens Jager, Slay J in chat, like 30% of the votes that he will win. And the one we're seeing crushing it, or not, because he has lost, Inaki being number 2, around 30% as well. And third was a commentator for first round, Frank, with like 8%. Like that gap is, I've never seen a vote be that, like over half for 2 people out of 10.
Yeah.
That was strange.
But it might be the players that the audience share for rather than...
Oh yeah, it's the player's favorite. It's...
Yeah. I think it's quite even across the players. I don't have any particular favorite. I think each of these 10 people can take it.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
I don't see any player being better than anyone else. The players that you got together here for Epic, the 10 players, are amazing. Like both from the communities they come from, what they bring to Premodern, and how good they are. This vote is more of like which community has the biggest fan group that goes in and vote, and yeah, it was easy to see.
Yeah,
and that is because Slay J, as he says in chat, I am prostituting myself on stream too often. But for those other guys here who like other kind of magic, we are going to do some old school stream at one point, even though I promise you 1 stream a week. But oh, we have a mulligan from Alberto. But I'll try to do something old school, because some people are missing that as well. But every Wednesday we have this. And yeah, 1-1. We've seen both take down. What's your take? Who will win now, Nils?
So before today, I was kind of hoping it would be 1 win for each player, but that's not an option anymore with all the draws. So
Can we have a draw in 35 minutes?
that seems rough, but in order to be all equal, I guess that's what I'm hoping for then. Just to kind of have an even division of the points.
Yeah, last week each player got 1 win. Oh.
But no, I think Iñaki looks very favored with that start.
Yeah. That's rough.
What's the best Alberto can hope for? Maybe land bird and then follow up with a smother. I guess that's the just to jump block with the bird to be 100% certain that the smother is not being discarded.
Yeah, I would say that's probably the best he can have. But okay, we have part of it.
Yeah. Best for Iñaki here is, I guess, is some kind of removal to connect with the Spectre, but I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah. And no discarding a smother.
That would just be. I can't see this. It's rough. Oh, I can't watch.
Well, okay. And it's a couple therapy. That's not the worst. It still has some value in the graveyard. I think for the game's sake, we hope for a swamp into a smother here.
Yeah.
No. We don't. Maybe he needed the bird for the black mana.
Yeah.
Or he has another one. Okay.
Please, no removal, and please no to. But at least we get a fast game for the first time ever. Okay, he goes for like bird is not as important as what I have in hand. Okay.
Yeah.
Bird is the word.
That is telling something. That tells us that Alberto has if it feels like he has like good cards in hand, and now we will see those. We needed the deed. The deed. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, no, the Spectre doesn't hurt that much anymore, but Iñaki deployed a Wasteland, which is also really good here.
This pitch black deck, by the way, seems very good.
It does. And another swamp taken. Okay. And he decides to waste instead of. Oh, okay, that's fine. Instead of playing the Spectre, but he had the Shade instead.
Yeah, that's better.
It seems very much in Iaki's favor now. He did bring in the Engineered Plague to take on the Shade, but he didn't have the land there.
Yeah, Hypnotic was banned once in Magic because you didn't understand that Dark Ritual was the problem. It was not Hypnotic that's the problem, and same here.
Yeah. Swinging in for 8, and then it's over.
Yeah, that's... Ouch!
So we did kind of see game 3 and game 1 being the same thing. The Hypnotic Spectre ran away with the game. Just turn 1 Spectre and just protecting it and getting it to connect.
Yeah, like that play, like turn 1 Hypnotic is just... It's so brutal. Like when you don't have an answer. It's a worse feeling than turn 1 Lackey.
Yeah.
It's...
Both of them can run away with the game, and it's also so frustrating playing 2 casting cost removal when you see those plays and you're on the draw, like Alberto here with the Smother. Same thing if he had faced the Goblins. Like, just seeing it connect for 1 turn, and that's just enough.
And that is actually one of the things that has been talked about a lot here, mostly from Martin Berlin. Like, he created the format. He is kind of good at Magic and how it works, even though he hasn't played much Premodern actually last year or so. There's been COVID and things. But one thing he always said and always had as a test when we were brewing like new deck styles and so on, I tried like all combo decks. Very, very... The brews weren't good, I would not say, but they were early brews of combo decks we see now, because I was the combo guy in the, like, I don't want to say test group, but like the early group that played here. And he always had one thing to say that people almost got like, come on, not again. I was like, you need a turn 1, a 1 mana, answer to Lackey. Otherwise, put your deck here. Like, kind of. If you can't win in 4 turns, that is. Like, because we almost see it with Hippie here, but that's like the player needs 2 cards and so on. But he is very much like, your deck needs to have a plan against that. Main deck or sideboard, like, if you're on the draw, they play Lackey, you are dead so many times if you don't have a planet. And I think he's not wrong about turn 1.
And that's the hard part of playing black removal, I think, compared to the other options. Like red has lots of 1 mana removal spells for both Hypnotic and Lackey. White have the social processors, but black, you either need to play the Vendetta, but that doesn't work against Spectre, obviously. But I think Vendetta is kind of the preferred removal at the time. Then you could also play the Funeral Charm. It's a good answer to the Lackey. And it also kills black stuff, small black stuff, but still. Innocent Blood, but that is only for particular style of deck, like we did see Contagion playing. Yeah. But it's like, for the other colors, there's like one preferred removal, right? It's the Bolt or it's Torture Process. But for black, it's a bit harder to tell what's the best one.
Yeah, we have Ego Sum here in chat for those wondering. That's Inaki, the player who just played. And yes, that was intense. But that pitch black deck, I want to look at it real quick. Let's see if I do like this. I think it comes back, yeah. And we are going to have one more guest joining in to talk about this deck real quick. We have maybe 10-15 minutes before stream ends, so why not have the other producer Anton in here. Hello.
Hello again.
Hello, Anton.
Hello, Nils. You sexy beast.
Exactly.
First time both of us are on stream, actually. Well,
no, we ended last
played
stream
against each other once. Yeah, but first time on this stream.
No,
we ended last stream with us two, you and Jens, the two.
Okay, I'm getting old and losing my memory.
You need to play more Magic to keep up the brain function well.
Yeah.
Waiting until like week 5 is not sufficient for Nils.
But this deck, guys, I'm kind of in love. I need to buy more Wastelands to just have this deck ready at the side by my other decks. Because
I think Iñaki is a fantastic deck builder, and he has basically the whole of Premodern in his ownings. So yeah, he likes to brew and do the counting of how many cards should be in this to fill out the Frank Karsten's.
He's the Mathatog.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, Inaki, please. He's telling his chat here to send the deck. Could you please like publish a deck pick or something, or the list in the Discord maybe, in the Premodern chat, how you would do this if it wasn't Epic, which is, for those who don't know, unified. So any card that is in one deck can't be here and so on. So yeah, please do tomorrow. People know that if they go to the Discord, you can have a look at that.
But I think you guys discussed this earlier. Like, yeah, seeing 2 games with turn 1 hippie is like seeing 2 games with goblins on turn 1 lackey. They are usually favored if that happens. But yeah, very cool.
It is. Like the turn 1 hypnotic is so. Maybe Dark Ritual should be banned.
No.
No.
Then we need to unban Tendrils and Necropodons, I think.
Let's not go there.
Let's not go there, no.
But yeah, this was like, you have the 4 Duress, the 4 Unmask, but then you have also 2 Mesmeric Fiends for even more. I love this so much. There's so many beautiful things here.
But do you think this deck is it? I mean, playing 4 Negators is amazing, but it's super risky to go in like an open meta. Now you can ban always the burn deck or the aggro deck. So I think like Pitch Black is a super good call in
this format.
Yeah.
It seems like it's kind of build a bit for this meta of ours, where you know your opponent's set of 3 decks, and then you can actually eliminate one of them. So,
like, you can't play against Sly.
No.
Like a Dark Ritual hippie Bolt. Okay, that's a 2 for 1. Yeah, but I have no. Okay, but Unmask is good. 2 cards for 3 damage. No. But no.
But it was also fun to see like this deck doing mid-range stuff. Like the Arena Mastercore play is nice. I like the Alberto's play there though, since he had a second Bailiff in hand just to like take care of the Mastercore.
Yeah, we have Inaki in chat. You have 1 and only 1 plan versus Sly. Turn 1, Duress Incinerate. Turn 2, Ritual Mastercore. Yeah, and I wouldn't say that's a plan you want to lean on. No. But today, by the way, cool deck and so on. But overall, great day. We've seen some long games. Got a lot of Magic played. Game 1 and Game 2. I don't really. Game 2 didn't seem to go to time. Like, they played fast and so on, without saying the players were shit. Game 1 was a bit slowly played, but also a very hard match to do. So nothing strange. And playing on stream and so on. It is hard to keep a 60-minute timer. We discussed this before doing the tournament as well, that some deck choices may not be... Like, in a normal tournament, it's 50-minute rounds. 60 minutes, 10 minutes more is a lot. But, like, playing on stream and digital over webcam, like, imagine every single interaction with your opponent taking 1 second more. And the Magic has a lot of interactions. Like, those 10 minutes extra. A 60-minute digital game is a 50-minute in real life game. The timer is kind of the same, I would say.
Yeah, I agree.
So you can't see it as like, okay, we gave them a lot of time. No, we gave them classic 50 minutes, except it's on webcam. So
But like game one, it was one turn for Alberto to win against
yeah,
Giamma there, and like in the game two, Giamma basically had that game had he had gotten like 4 more turns because he had a rector out, and yeah, so it was close games.
there was, and I'm gonna open up before it here, even though Nils is the one, of course, in charge. Like, if a player want to scoop one of those, because we just kicked them out and went on with it. Because depending on tournament wise, that's up to you if someone wants to give the win because of those reasons or not. I like having draws because that's who I am. But let's see if something like that happens, because I have no idea what they talked about. We just kicked the players out almost immediately as we were a bit late. So I don't know if maybe someone did that. We'll update everyone next stream if that happened. But yeah, it was just precisely. But I think this is but I didn't do the math. Game one, match one. I think Alberto on land still actually could have won. He decided to not attack with 3/1/1s.
Yeah.
I think he would have won if he attacked with them. The first or the second to last attack step.
But it's a bit unclear if they understood what turn, since they kept playing for turn 6. I don't know if
exactly.
there was a misunderstanding there. So that might actually be the reason. We need to talk to them about it. But yeah.
Yeah, that actually may be the reason, and I tried to ask them because as they continued playing, I'm like, no, but this is 5. But then they said they understood that it was turn. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But some great games, great matches. Form of the Anji didn't really show the combo side. Like half an hour in, I like that deck a lot though. But
like I was super stoked to see it, and now that I've seen it, it's like okay. Maybe grow a tog next time. I don't know.
It was interesting to watch, but it was much more grindier than I kind of expected, just from looking at the deck picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Are you in this pod? Any of you?
Yeah, I'm in this pod.
You're in this pod, so you can meet these decks.
I can. I will at least meet these players. I'm not sure what deck they will bring, but
yeah, that we will see.
Hopefully, Sly is banned every time in Pod B, so we won't see Sly.
Oh, I really hope so. Sorry, Sly fans.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Damn you. But
well, there are some matchups where at least some of my decks are fine playing against Sly, so not necessarily I'm banning it.
So
depends on what I think they will ban from me. So we'll see.
What decks are you playing, Nils? Let's end this evening.
I'm
with that.
playing.
You've sent me lists today as the organizer. Also being the last one to do it, I think is a bit strange, but you actually sent lists today, haven't you?
Yes. That's one of the perks of being the organizer. I can take some freedom of being late when I need to or want to.
Team Sweden doesn't like that, Norway.
No, we're more German style here. Rules and
I'm no
timelines.
German though, but this is my Enchantress list, which I have played only once before, or not this exact list because this is for Unified. But I can talk a bit about it.
Give us 30 seconds per deck here.
Yeah, so it's called Enchantress, and the reason is the 2 Auto Druids there as additional Enchantress effects when I'm playing against creature-based decks. So that's the idea, and when I have the Oath, the replenish gets certainly a lot better. So this deck can actually win quite fast in some matches. So even a turn 3 kill with Enchantress, that's not what you see every day.
This
can
is
happen.
very cool. This is very cool. I like
Hand
this a
the burst
lot.
combo with replenish is always nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. And this is my 5-color Terrageddon list. I think that's the deck most people associate with me.
There's so lot going on here.
I have played this list for, I would say, over a year now. Started as a green-white list, but then I added the 5-color component with the Mending Mages and the Engineered Plague after playing against you, Anton.
Yeah.
Because I realized the green-white version was very weak to go by strategies, so I added both the Engineered Plague and the Paraclus Maniac just because of you.
Well, we have PD
Or
here
because of
in chat
elves,
says
but, yeah.
Niels is unbeatable with Terrageddon. So choose this each game and
Thanks.
apparently you will win.
Yeah, that's actually interesting in Epic. Like, several players are known for their type of deck, and it's usually a good call just to ban that deck, even though you're perhaps more feared of another deck. But just because that player is tied to their deck gives them like 15% ahead already there. So yeah.
So this is Terra Dolphin. Yeah, Nils, please don't do stuff like that Slay J mother. Just don't.
Plattigeddon.
Don't give ideas, Anton. Just.
No, I'm very in favor of having descriptive deck names, actually. So I think we are on the same pitch there.
Yeah, like real deck names, and don't screw with new players and so on.
Yes, I added the 5C in the name just to distinguish it from the regular Terrageddon, but I think that's fine.
Yeah. I like this a lot. This I want to see. So I hope someone does not ban this one, because I've never seen this being played. So yeah. And the last deck you're playing, number 27.
Yeah.
This
This one.
One Psychotog?
Yeah. So I think people have seen me play this one as well. I did play it in the December monthly, where I actually played a lot on stream with it. I think all my matches in the top 16 were on stream, so you can see me playing 4 matches with it on OS Curdape stream.
Let's name one thing there. Like Niels was just. He was done with the monthly, and he was like, "Yeah, let's focus on Epic now." But I will do play against elves, and I will win with Psychotog against elves, because that should not happen. See that game, because it fucking did happen. So yeah, cool. It was a cool monthly from you, Niels.
Was it on Curdape's stream?
It was a challenge. Yeah, it was Curdape's stream. Yeah, it was a challenge from. Well, I guess multiple in the Epic players were questioning why I'm playing Psychotog, and I said, well, it does have some value. It's not the best, but it's decent enough. It's additional wind con to this Dreadnought, so it kills from time to time. So,
yeah. By the way, we have here nobody went mud and the reasons, but also for those who wonder. On the Wak-Wak site, you can see everyone's decks in digital form, sadly enough. That's Nils' fault. A bit Frank as well, but mostly Nils. So we will update them with the real pictures, because that's what we do on Wak-Wak. But
I think Mud would be a fine deck to play in a unified tournament, actually. But I guess just nobody on the participants really favors Mud, I guess. It's the only reason I can see for not playing Mud.
The interesting thing with Mud is
Wasteland.
yeah, you take up all the cool lands, all the good lands in Mud, basically. So you're locking yourself out a lot of options if you go that deck. Sorry, Gordon, go ahead.
No, that was exactly. I think you need wastelands or ports. in so many other decks that you want to play. So if you play Mud, it restricts you a lot. I believe that's one of the reasons. That's my reason for not having a Mud deck in my, like, not a gauntlet, but like my built decks. That's because of those two lands. Otherwise, I would have loved to have a Mud deck because I think it's cool and so on.
But you can play all those decks that doesn't need any value lands, like elves or like this list, like the Dreadnought list.
But who wants to play elves?
Tanglewire, you need Tanglewire and elves, goddammit. And you need them.
Yeah, I guess you do, or at least you really don't. But
Some
most
people
players do favors Tanglewires. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But guys, with that, I should go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is actually a thing I'm thinking of doing. And for those still watching, we will be back next Wednesday with... did we have the schedule here real quick? That is January... Wait, what the... Oh no, you're jumping like... Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
The graphical design on this poster was not easy to come up with a good solution for.
A lot of text, and it's beautiful, but I would read it like this and this, and it's going to be read like this. Okay, so we are back to Pod A. Antti, Frank, Phil, Antti, and Frank and Phil. Cool games. It will be the first time we see Frank and Phil playing on stream next week. So everyone, why no interview with the players here from Ola, by the way. We didn't have time because we were a bit late, and after that we had 2 draws. The games took way too long. We could have done it the last game here, but then we already was at 11, which were when I wanted to end, but we need some sort of ending like this, this happened. So that's why, but as long as they don't go to time and draw, we will talk to the players.
Yeah.
So hopefully next time. But here is the schedule, and you're missing old school. We will do some old school stream even before March 5th. I promise that. I don't know how and when and so on, but I do promise that. And anyone who wants to see the list from Inaki now, it is on Discord, the non-unified version. Thank you, Nils. Thank you, Anton. Thank you, chat.
Thank you, Gordon.
And if you want to say some last words, you have 5 seconds.
Tune in next Wednesday.
Might be Pink Prison.
Oh, I hope Pink Prison. Bye, chat!